All right, welcome to day one of what we want to call our tiny seed or small moment stories. This is a perfect writing unit for probably end of kindergarten and first grade. And Miss Andrina is going to be helping me this whole time because she's a kindergartner, and but she's ready for this, so hopefully you guys are too. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about how writers take the stories from their lives and they can write a story about it. But we want to call them a tiny little seed story. So I want you to imagine a big watermelon. Let's see it, a really huge watermelon. If you cut it open and you take it apart, there's all these little tiny little black seeds everywhere, right?
Then you have to pick one.
And those are all the stories about your life, okay? So we have tons of stories about things that have happened to us or things we've done. But we wanted to pick one little tiny seed story, and we're going to write about that. And today our job is to think about what's a tiny seed story, and then we're actually going to come up with an ideas list today. So here's an example of a book, hopefully you can see that, that is a tiny seed story. It's called Mama Bird, Baby Birds, and I don't know if I can read it to you because of copyright stuff, but this is a story about this little boy Joshua, and he tells a story, this idea.
And that's sister.
It's so simple that they found baby birds by the stairs, and they saw the mama bird flying in the air. And the next page, the sister's talking to Joshua about how the mama's looking after them. And then on this page, they talk about how the mama bird's feeding them and loving them. And on the last page, again, because it's a tiny little seed story, it's just about their mama loving them. Maybe some of you know this story called Wemberly's Ice Cream Star. This is another example of a little tiny seed story that's told across the pages, and it's just about one idea about this little girl Wemberly who gets a ice cream star.
She makes it.
And she wants to share it with her friend Petal, right? And she's kind of worried that there is no ice cream for Petal. So she goes and gets 2 bowls and 2 spoons, and then she waits for all the ice cream to drip, 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 drip.
And when they eat.
And then what happens in the end?
They eat ice cream star soup.
They eat ice cream star soup. Okay? And that's, as simple as having an ice cream cone. It could be an idea of a little tiny seed story.
Or I can use it, if you melt the ice cream, you can have a cone.
Yeah. So I'm going to make a list today of some ideas that I have. And then Andrina's going to make a list of some ideas. I'm going to try to come up with 4 or 5 ideas today that I could write about. So I have to think now. I've had a lot of things that have happened to me. I could write about my big birthday party. No? Should I zoom in on that? Instead of a birthday party, I could write about my birthday cake. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down. Birthday. Okay, cake. All right, Gina. So Gina wants me to write about the time I was running and I picked up a shell and a crab popped out. So I'm gonna say running crab. How about that? That'll remind me of my little tiny seed story. Gina, could I write about my whole day outside yesterday? Would that be a tiny seed story, or would it be the whole watermelon? What do you guys think?
The whole watermelon.
The whole watermelon. So
just pick one part you liked.
One part about yesterday that I liked. I took the Christmas tree lights down on our outside tree. And they got totally tangled on our tree and I had to pull. Should I write about that? Is that zoomed in? Okay. Christmas lights. All right, Drina, are you ready to write some ideas?
Yes.
Oh, let me write one more thing. Sometimes it's really fun to write a little tiny seed story about a time you were hurt, or like a special occasion like where you lost a tooth. That's always a good thing, but you have to make sure to zoom in on that one little seed. So, yeah. How about, I know of a time I got a sliver in my arm when I was little, and we had to call the neighbor to come help us because I had so many of them. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pass the pen to you. Now, Andrina started to make her list already, and she did it on her lined paper. If you have a notebook at home, you can do it there, or you can do it on white paper, whatever works for you.
Or on a coloring board.
But so Andrina's gonna just show you up on the board today. Can you draw a line right here?
Yes.
Okay. And she's gonna come up with some ideas for some tiny seed ideas that we can write about in the next few days. Okay. What is an idea you're thinking about, Andrina?
When I lost my second tooth.
Oh, okay. So you lost tooth. So she's gonna stretch those sounds out. Ooh. You're supposed to be doing your work though. Nope.
Lost.
Yeah. That's with the Y.
My tooth.
Okay. Ooh. Nice, that's a TH sound. Okay, number 2. And so the goal by the end of the video today is we want to keep going. We want to come up with a list of different little seed ideas that we could write about. And then tomorrow, we're going to pick one of those ideas and we're going to start to draw out our story or sketch out our story. Okay, what's another idea you could maybe write about?
When the big wave was really far away from me, Liana, and it almost came.
When a wave almost got you? Okay, write that down. Waves or wave.
Wave got almost.
Almost. Do you know how to spell all?
All, yeah.
Write that. Most. Almost. Yeah. Alright, so friends, make sure that when you're doing your ideas list, put number 3 here. You're going to stretch those sounds out to try to get some of the sounds of those words down.
And if you get 1, it's okay.
Okay, what's another idea? I know the one story about the baby at the Bay Beach. What did you want to write about? The cotton candy. Andrina got cotton candy at Bay Beach. All right, so let's write cotton candy. Yeah, on. Candy. You know how to spell and.
E.
It's just a Y. Yep, you're right. That's just a Y. There you go. All right, well, we're going to continue with writing down some different ideas, some different seed ideas from our lives. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow on lesson 2. And we'll take one of these ideas and we'll turn them into a story.
Can we tell what our last name is so you can call us if you want us to do it again?
We'll put it on the video, okay? All right, should we say bye to our friends?
Bye.
Bye, friends. See you tomorrow.